It was here where the war had started, over 100 years earlier. And after all the years of bloodshed and carnage, all the land grabs and betrayals, all the marriages and treaties, this is where it would finally end. And it would end the medieval way, with a great battle. Here, in the fields around Castillon, the two armies met. Outnumbered almost 2 to 1, the English were led by veteran of the war, the ever-loyal knight, John Talbot. He'd been released after the surrender of Rouen on the condition that he would never again bear arms against France. But he'd still volunteered for this last stand. Talbot remained true to his pledge of not wearing armour, but he directed the English attack, riding on a great war horse and urging his men forward in an impetuous and uncoordinated charge on the French positions. And Talbot hadn't counted on the new French army led by John Bureau. The English archers were taken by surprise, mown down not by arrows, but by the small arms fire of Bureau's new guns. Talbot himself was found trapped under his fallen horse and finished off by a French archer's axe. This stone marks the spot where Talbot's body was found. It's said that his body was stripped of its armour and his face was mutilated beyond recognition. But one of his stewards knew that he'd had 2 teeth removed, so by feeling around within the gums of the bloodied skull, he was able to identify the corpse. For me, this place is full of irony, because right back at the beginning, over 100 years earlier, it was the arrows of the humble English archers that ensured England's success against the invincible French knights. Now, the French had learnt their lesson well, for it was French guns, in the hands of their low-born master gunner, that finished off England's great noble soldier. With this defeat, Gascony was lost. The 100 Years' War was over. It had been a long and bloody divorce, and one that still resonates today. Both sides had emerged profoundly changed and very different. What had started as a dynastic dispute ended up as a protracted struggle for